Spring has finally sprung in Portugal and I am so excited to be in my garden. The question I have for you today, Pessoal, is which are the best apps for learning European Portuguese in your spare time? I'll give you a clue. It's not Duolingo. Last year I made this video for you telling you about my favourite apps to help you learn Portuguese as it's spoken in Portugal. But a lot can change in a year, so I wanted to update this video for you with the latest reviews and prices for these apps for 2021. They aren't all free, but some of them are really good value, and if you want to improve your Portuguese, you're going to need to make a little investment. We'll be looking at some old favourites but some brand new players as well, and I've even got some exclusive discounts for you, so make sure you stay tuned to grab those offers. If you need more tips and tutorials like this in your life, maybe you're relocating to Portugal and you want to get prepared, then this is the channel for you. My name is Liz and I am a Portuguese teacher based in Lisbon, and I am obsessed with teaching Portuguese and helping you feel like a local in your new home. So make sure you click the bell and the subscribe button to make sure you get notified every time I upload a new video. So we're going to look at 7 apps today, starting with what is still my personal favourite if you're looking for an alternative to Duolingo, and that is Memrise. So as we know, Duolingo is only geared towards Brazilian Portuguese at the moment, so if you're looking for an equivalent, this is your best bet. Like a lot of other language learning apps, Memrise is based on the concept of spaced repetition. So it will keep showing you something that you're learning that's new, but the intervals which you see it will get longer and longer to help you memorize it. So if you're continually making a mistake, it will keep showing it to you more often until you have learnt that particular word or phrase. It gamifies your learning just like Duolingo, which is really fun, and I especially love the Learn with Locals feature where you get to hear locals speak pretty colloquial phrases, because you know I'm all about learning the Portuguese that you actually hear in the streets, so I think that's a really nice feature of Memrise. I also recently discovered this Explore option where it actually lets you capture pictures of things with the camera on your phone, and it will then show you the vocabulary for that exact thing. Pretty cool. So is it free? You can use a lot of the features, but you are limited. So if you want to access everything on the app, it costs $8.99 a month, or you can save some money by getting an annual subscription, which is currently $69.99 per year. If you're just starting to dabble with Portuguese, I do think this is a really good starting point as an alternative to Duolingo. Next up, we have a total newcomer that I am very excited about, and that is a bespoke set of flashcards from the company Deckmill. Deckmill was actually started by 2 Portuguese developers, so you can imagine that they actually paid close attention to make sure that the European Portuguese version of the product was on point. So there are 3 sets of flashcards for beginner, intermediate and advanced, so wherever you are in your learning, there's going to be something useful for you here. The best part is the phrases that they actually teach you are useful, unlike things like the butterfly eats the cheese, which I have seen on other language learning apps. Also, the quality of the audio is awesome, it doesn't sound like a robot, and the sentences were even checked by a human, so you know that you're not going to be learning anything incorrect. I'm going to show you the web version. So when you're signed into your account and you have access to Deckmill, you can click on the language that you are going to be learning, and then you could choose to download the deck. So this is the beginner deck. I already have that one, so I'm going to download the intermediate deck here. So that is going to go down to my downloads. Now, in order to be able to play this, I also need to download the desktop app Anki. So that's ANKI, and that is a free download, and I already have that. So I am going to open that. And then that is how I'm actually going to use these flashcards. So as you can see, I've already got the beginner and the advanced loaded in here. So all I need to do to import the intermediate one that I just downloaded is go to File, Import, and I will see the file there. It's going to be a .apkg file. Open that up, and then it will be added to my list of flashcards that I can use. So it's going to give me 20 new ones at a time, and basically I'm going to study them and I'm going to tell the app how difficult I found it to actually answer the question. So of course, the first time you're listening to them, you're going to just want to show the answer.
Hoje não posso ir trabalhar porque tenho de levar o meu filho ao hospital.
So I'm going to repeat this myself after they've said it slowly. Hoje não posso ir trabalhar porque tenho de levar o meu filho ao hospital. So now down here I'm going to decide whether I found it hard, so I need to see it again in less than 1 minute. If I thought it was generally good, so I want to see it again in less than 10 minutes. Or if I find it very easy, it's only going to show it to me again in 4 days' time. So let's just say that that one was good. Next up, usually I wake up at 6 o'clock. On weekends, I don't have to wake up so early.
Normalmente acordo às 6 horas, nos fins de semana não tenho de acordar tão cedo.
It's also possible to do this via the Anki app if you have an Android phone, and if you want 30% off the Deckmill flashcards, giving you 3,000 Portuguese flashcards for just €10.49, you can use my code LIZ30 at the checkout. Now I want to be clear, I am never going to recommend anything to you that I wouldn't use myself, and after playing around with the advanced flashcards for a few days now, I can honestly tell you that this is a really, really good product, and you even get access to the rest of the languages as well for that price, so I think it's a steal. So next up, a couple of free apps that my students love using. The first is Portuguese Verb Conjugator. Now this does exactly what it says in the tin. You can type in a verb and it will give you the conjugations for all the different tenses, so this is a really handy one to have in your pocket if you're struggling to remember those pesky endings. You can even save favourites, so if there's a verb that you're continually struggling with a lot, you can save it to your favourites and it will be there for you ready to go whenever you need it. Lingui is still the all-time favourite of mine for bilingual dictionaries, so you can set it to your own native language and you'll be able to look up words in Portuguese. But the best thing about it is you can also click on the word to hear the pronunciation of the word, and you have the option to hear it in both Brazilian and European Portuguese. So if you're looking to perfect that European Portuguese accent, this is going to be really helpful for you. I still use it all the time, particularly in the supermarket, to look up spices, which I can never remember the names of. You can also read sentences of the word you were looking up in context, so you can make sure that you've got the right word that you need. Do you mean the letter of the alphabet, for example, or a letter that you would send in the post? Lingui is really helpful for clearing up those doubts. If you're a bit more advanced and you would find a monolingual dictionary helpful, then the Dicionário Língua Portuguesa from Porto Editora is also available as an app. So if you've got a word that's a bit more complicated that maybe you haven't found it in Lingui, you can look it up here and it will give you the definition. If you're an advanced learner, you also might like their word of the day function to learn some more niche words in Portuguese. Have you got more recommendations of apps that you like to use to learn Portuguese from Portugal? Let me know in the comments and everybody else can learn from you as well. Now on to some more fun options. If you love learning languages with music, then you need to download Lyrics Training. It's free, it pulls in popular songs from YouTube, and you can either simply watch the lyrics while the song is being played, that's karaoke mode, or you can put yourself to the test and fill in missing words. I think this is such a cool way to train your Portuguese. There's lots of different types of music on there to appeal to everyone, and with any luck, the songs will get stuck in your head. You can even hold your finger down on an individual word and it will give you the translation for that word. So you can also use it to train your vocabulary as well as listening practice and perfecting your pronunciation. It's just an all-round amazing app. Last but not least, I want to mention Drops. It works on the same spaced repetition concept as Memrise, but this is very geared towards vocabulary in particular. So that's why I do prefer Memrise, because I find the whole learning with locals and learning phrases a little bit more kind of engaging and more of the kind of thing you're going to need in real life. But again, if you have a spare few minutes and you're looking for an app that's going to help you train your Portuguese vocabulary in that time, then this is a really good option. You do only get 5 minutes a day free, so if you're going to find that frustrating, then you will need to upgrade to the premium option. That costs £8.49 a month, or $59.99 if you get an annual subscription, which comes with a 7-day free trial. If you are too frustrated by apps and you want a proven program that is going to take you through learning Portuguese from scratch up to a conversational level, then my Portuguese Pro program was built with you in mind. So if you want to take the introductory lessons, Speak Portuguese Like a Pro, for free, the link to sign up will be in the description. I hope this video was helpful and got you all fired up to learn some more Portuguese. I'm now going to take a short break from YouTube while I work on some exciting stuff behind the scenes. So make sure you are subscribed. No, literally. Click subscribe now. Obrigada por assistirem e tchau for now. Beijinhos, pessoal.